our host in the South African powerhouse of our economy, the Premier, Mr. David Makhura. Certainly for the members in our audience who are South African, a man who needs little introduction, but for the benefit of everybody else, a man who is acutely conscious and acutely passionate about the needs to drive economic growth, collaboration. We are here in this room today because this summit was moved from Cape Town to Gauteng through his own initiative and recognition that it was important for this conversation to take place in the hub of economic activity in South Africa. So, sir, thank you very much this morning for hosting us in the Gauteng province, and we look forward to your opening remarks. Please, can you give him a round of applause? Now, as he opens, there is a video that we would like to bring your attention to on the Gauteng province. Enjoy.
Thank you very much, Lynette. We have a full list of very distinguished ambassadors. I wouldn't want to make a mistake of leaving anyone. I would like to acknowledge all the ambassadors and high commissioners who are here, led by the outgoing Ambassador Tambo. And Ambassador Donishi has freshly arrived. It's not long that he's been here. The delegation of ministers from the SADC region and former ministers who are here, including governors and ministers of the Italian region, Emilia-Romagna and Erongo in Namibia, our executive mayor of Ekurhuleni and the mayor of the deputy mayor of Reggio Emilia, who are also here, distinguished business leaders, ladies and gentlemen, heads of state-owned enterprises. On behalf of the people and the government of our province, I welcome you to this 4th edition of the South Africa-Italy Summit. As you know, this is the 2nd year that this important summit is taking place, hosted by our city region here in Johannesburg, having been relocated from Cape Town. Once more, I congratulate the summit partners, the European House Ambrosetti, Mr. Paolo Borzata, and Valerio, having worked very closely with our team led by our DG for a very successful summit once more. This summit marks our enduring partnership and the road we are in towards a mutually beneficial relationship. The economic, diplomatic, political, and cultural relations between South Africa and Italy are quite historic and significant. Italy is the 4th largest economy in the Eurozone area. As I said last year, there are 60,000 South Africans of Italian origin, 70% of whom live in our province, Gauteng. Moving the summit from Cape Town to Johannesburg was not just a change of location. It has created momentum for the South Africa-Italy relations, as well as increased trade relations between the European Union on the one hand and our countries in the SADC region on the other. And I'm very pleased that, like last year, we have a significant number of ministers who are participating here from Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Namibia. And their presence, together with the Executive Secretary of SADC, is something that we fully appreciate. As you might notice, there's been more value that has been added to the relocation of this summit. It is no longer just a 2-day event. This summit is now weaved into what we call the South Africa-Italy Week. So it's not just 2 days, unlike in Cape Town, it was just 2 days. Now it's a full week, and this year is a full week that coincides with the centenary of Oliver Tambo, one of South Africa's most revered liberation icons, a great friend of the people of the city of Reggio Emilia in Italy. So you therefore should understand why we have a huge delegation of political leaders, business people, sports people, as well as educational experts from the city of Reggio Emilia and the region of Emilia-Romagna led by Minister Caselli, who are here for the whole week this year. They are here to solidify the friendship and solidarity between the people of our country and the people of Italy. And this is a friendship started by President Oliver Tambo and Giuseppe Soncini in 1977 in Reggio Emilia. Expressing his gratitude to the people of the city of Reggio Emilia in a letter written in his own handwriting, Oliver Tambo had this to say, and I quote, "We always carry Reggio Emilia in our hearts. When we speak of Italy, we cannot but think of Reggio Emilia. We are linked with the profound attachment and immense gratitude that is hard to put into words," close quote. In the same vein, we also recall the overwhelming support of the people of Italy to the struggle for liberation in our country, and the celebration of the centenary of Oliver Tambo is to thank the people of Italy for their support during the darkest days of apartheid. You would also know that the city of Florence, a city that gave Nelson Mandela the honorary citizenship in 1987, is the 2nd city that mobilized people in Italy against apartheid. In 1998, President Mandela had this to say about the solidarity of the people of Italy with the struggle for liberation in our country. And I quote, "When I last visited your country, I came as a freedom fighter, a person with no vote in the country of his birth. Today, I speak as an elected representative of my people to convey on behalf of all South Africans our gratitude to the people of Italy for your steadfast support in our fight for justice. Without your efforts and those of freedom-loving people across the world, our struggle would have been more difficult than it was, and it would have been more costly, close quote. As part of celebrating this solidarity, we shall have the Tambo Sontshini Social Cohesion Games on Saturday. And last year, we opened the Bruna Sontshini Library in Wattville as a dedication to this friendship. So the summit focuses us on the key issues of economic relations, inclusive growth, economic transformation, and mutually beneficial trade. Through this summit, we want to build on the history I've referred to by strengthening mutually beneficial economic and trade relations between our sister countries and sister regions, both in Italy and in different parts of Europe, as well as in the SADC region. Ladies and gentlemen, trade between South Africa and Italy is currently skewed in favor of Italy, a picture that we all know needs to change. This is even more so if you look at the figures for our province, which I wouldn't take you into. You'll hear a lot from the experts who are here about those figures. So we have no doubt that this summit, as well as the memorandum of agreement we have signed with Emilia-Romagna region and the relationship between Ekurhuleni City and Reggio Emilia are part of this momentum of turning the tide against unemployment, inequality, and poverty, the momentum for economic transformation in our country. We wish to place on record that the comprehensive agreement we have signed with Reggio Emilia and Emilia-Romagna is an example for all other cooperation agreements we have. It involves business people, which is why this summit over the next 2 days will be focusing on these issues of business and economic development and economic opportunities, but it also involves the ECD sector, early childhood development with what is called the Reggio approach to early childhood development. It involves sports personalities in our midst. It also involves training of SMMEs and cooperatives in line with our vision and program for the township economy development. We are focusing critically on agriculture and agro-processing and research and development, as well as climate change and renewable energy. Ladies and gentlemen, we're hoping that we will emerge from this summit with a set of concrete agreements, as we did last year, that will see us ensuring that this summit is not just a talk show, but there's real progress in addressing the challenges that we face, both as a country and as a region in our continent. This summit is therefore helping us to advance our vision for transformation, modernization, and industrialization of both our country and our continent. Gauteng province, as you know, is already playing a very important role in trade and investment in our own continent. The figures for August 2017 are quite pleasing, that there are more than 169 Gauteng-based businesses that have 365 investment projects worth 356 billion rands across the regions of our continent, particularly in the SADC region. These projects have created more than 45,000 jobs. So our province is a preferred destination for FDI and business tourism. We are open for business. And I take this opportunity to wish the 2017 summit success and hope it will enhance trade relations between South Africa, the SADC region, our continent, Italy, and the broader continental Europe. It is therefore my great honor to declare this year's South Africa-Italy summit officially open. Let us look forward. We will never go back to Cape Town because this is where things are happening. Welcome to Johannesburg. Welcome to Gauteng. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to the Premier of the Gauteng province, Mr. Makhura, for his words of welcome and for officially declaring this summit now open today. three words for me that have caught my attention, and I certainly hope we'll begin to throw them forward into the next few sessions. How do we maintain momentum? How do we create the impacts that the summit aims to? And how do we make sure that we are staying on course in terms of competitiveness in the age of industrialization, automation, artificial intelligence, and so much more innovation that is dictating the trends of what it means to grow an economy today?